let me just say this. Moms, when I say see things, God and mothers can see things as they are and as they're going to one day be. Moms, if you have a prodigal, if you have a kid that's off the reservation or not living like you know they are capable of living, there may be people in your life that are coaching you up on what you should do and blah, 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 blah. Let me just say this. As a mom, you have this great Christ-like capacity to see them as they are, but also as they're going to one day be. Now, you got to do both. You got to see them. You got to be honest and say, this is not your bright, shining moment. I love you. I'm your mom. I'm never going to stop believing in you. But what gives you hope is you see who they are, but you also see them as they can one day be. If that makes sense to anybody besides me, say amen. And so sometimes people come to you and they're like, hey, you need to blah, blah. Like, I used to coach my mom on how to discipline my brothers. And I would say things like, Mom, you just don't understand. And my mom would look at me. My mom smoked back then, and she was like, are you done? My youngest, who was on probation in the 8th grade. Yes, because self-righteousness is a disease that everyone catches at some point in your life. And when I got my act together, I looked down my self-righteous nose at my brother. It's kind of like, why can't you guys do good? Can't you see how you're hurting our mother? If you loved our mother, would you do this? And my mom was like, I'll be their mother, you be their brother. And I was like, okay, Mom. Here's what I didn't understand back then. My mom saw my brothers as who they are, but also she saw who they could be. Now, by the grace of God, one of them has come there. One of them's got to that place. The other one's kind of still on the journey. And you say, well, what's that like? I see him as he is. I don't lie to myself and say, oh, it's not what he's like. But I also pray for him as he could one day be. This, if you're not careful, if you just see people as they are, you pray at them. If you see them as they can one day be, you pray for them. There's a big difference.